What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Let's get into it. You're not poor. You just don't know or forgot that you are rich in God and can access those riches right now. Let's get into it. Whether you know it or not, there is an abundance that you have access to, and you need to start accessing that right now. You start accessing that abundance and that abundance mindset, your life will change. But what you have to do to access the abundance, you have to access the abundance mindset first. And how you access a mindset of abundance is believing that you have access to more than what you see for yourself. Believing that you have riches in God. And that's how you access your abundance. You have to imagine that you have more than you do spiritually. When you can imagine that you have more spiritually, you can access it. That's what God means when he says, focus on your riches in heaven. Okay? You have riches in heaven. When you put your mind on all things good, when you put your mind on all things good, when you think of things that are pure, when you think of things that are good, when you think of things that are positive, when you think of things that are joyful, when you think of things that are godly, things that are goodly, and you think of things that bring joy to you, you attract abundance. And when you attract abundance, you are accessing that abundance. You're accessing those riches in heaven. You're drawing them to you. And when you draw the riches in heaven to you, you'll prosper. That way, you will never be poor. That way, you will never be broke because you will be accessing your riches. Those riches can come in the form of a manifestation of money in many different ways. It could be an idea that you carry out. It could be God bringing somebody to you to bring money to you as a manifestation. It could be you win some money. You could be you find some money. Somebody just may give you some money. You will have access to riches some way, somehow. It could be in the form of an asset. Somebody may give you a car. Somebody may give you a home. Somebody may look out for you some way, somehow, and take care of you. But when you open up your mind to the riches, when you see yourself having more than you do, when you see yourself having better than you do, you allow yourself to have it because you're putting yourself in the position to receive it. When you believe it and you put yourself in the position to receive it, you can have it because you're allowing yourself to be able to have access to it. And when you allow yourself to be able to believe certain thoughts, and when you allow yourself to be happy, when you allow yourself to be rich because you're believing I am rich, you're believing I am happy, you're accessing those riches in heaven because you have access to an abundance. It's like turning on a light switch. You have access to that abundance whenever you want. You just have to become aware that it's there. All right, you have to just be aware that it's there. And when you become aware that it's there, you're turning on that light switch, and the energy, just like electricity, flows to the light bulb. That those riches are flowing to you. That's why when you say I am rich, the riches are flowing to you. You can even say money is flowing to me. You could even say good things are flowing to me. The right people for the right reasons are flowing to me. And that's a wonderful thing to say because it will bring some amazing and wonderful people your way. So always focus on things that are good. Okay? It's Philippians I know it's in Philippians. Forgive me. I don't. Uh, I don't want to say the numbers because I don't want to confuse anybody. But I know it's in Philippians. Okay. I believe it might be chapter 8, verse 3 and 4. But I know it's focus on all things good. Put your mind on all things that are pure. Put your mind on all things that are of good. Put your mind on all things that will bring you joy. Put your mind on all things that are of God. All right, that are of happiness, and that will be able to put you in the state of mind of abundance. Okay, practice gratitude. That will help you access those riches in heaven. Practicing gratitude is one of the main ways to access riches in heaven. When you tell yourself you're poor, when you say things like you're poor, when you believe when they tell you you're poor, you're not accessing those riches in heaven because you're not practicing gratitude when you say things like you're poor. If you think you're poor, but if you say thank God for this or thank God for that, you're sending like God's confused. He's not going to be able to understand what you're trying to communicate to him. So that way he can bless you the way he wants to bless you. So there's nobody that's poor. They're just people who have forgot their riches in God. If people remembered that they were rich in God, they wouldn't have anything to do with poverty. They wouldn't believe in poverty. They wouldn't see poverty. They wouldn't think poverty. They would realize that, you know what? Despite my current condition, despite what I see around myself, despite the environment, okay, despite what I may be going through, I am rich in God. I am rich. I have riches in heaven. I have riches in God. I'm rich in spirit. I'm rich in love. I'm rich in happiness. It's not just money, but you need money to be able to operate in this physical plane. So since it's something that you need, since it's something that you want, don't deny it. Don't lie. Whatever you're indifferent to will be indifferent to you. And whatever you appreciate, appreciates you. Whatever you want to enjoy, wants you to enjoy it. So people are afraid and have hangups about money. Don't you be one of those people. If you would like to have more money in your life so that you could be benefited in the right way and experience life how you know God wants you to experience in a state of abundance and wealth and prosperity and happiness, then don't have any negative views on money like other people do, because those negative views on money will make money not want to be in your life. So realize that you are not poor. Realize that you have just forgot and you need to remember. Once you remember, like I said, it's like turning on the light switch. Once you remember, it's like somebody not paying a bill and then you pay your bill and then what you need to use is turned on. So when you think you're poor, you basically just cut that off. It's like you're basically not paying the bill. When you give gratitude, that's paying bills to God. That's paying your bill to the universe. That's paying your tithe. That's a form of paying tithes to the universe by giving gratitude and being thankful for what you already have and what you see for yourself. So don't believe the hype. Don't follow the world mind. Don't accept poverty for yourself. Don't choose to be poor. Choose riches. Despite what you see, despite the number in your bank account, see money piling up in your bank account. Before you go to sleep at night and when you wake up in the morning, say, money is piling up in my bank account. That can even be your lullaby when you go to sleep. I am rich. Money loves to pile up in my bank account. Thank God. Yo, I know I'm telling myself that before I go to sleep tonight, or before I go to sleep, whenever that is. Okay. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to tell myself that I am rich and money flows to me. Thank God. Money loves to pile up in my bank account. Thank God. And these are things that when you tell yourself these things, it eliminates poverty in your life, because an opportunity for you to experience whatever you tell yourself will manifest. That's why the tongue is very powerful. That's why it's also powerful to forgive yourself. Ask God for forgiveness, because the tongue is powerful, and what you say will manifest. What you say will come into fruition. What you speak will come into reality. We speak things into existence. You are not poor. Get poverty out your mind. Don't think about poverty. Don't see yourself being poor. Think about riches. Think about abundance. That's what God says, means when he says, think of things that are goodly. Think of yourself how you want to see yourself. Think of yourself how you would want your life to be, and feel it while you think it. Think about yourself living the life that you would want, and imagine how it would feel to live that life, to not have any money problems, to not have any worries or issues paying bills. Imagine having enough money to be able to pay your bills, to be able to meet all of your needs, even financial, okay? And imagine being able to go on vacation when you want. Imagine being able to do whatever you want, because you've created a lifestyle by just using your mind, because the mind is very powerful. They want you to focus on a lot of outward things, but greater is he that is in me. So when you focus on abundance, and when you focus on building an abundance mindset, you're drawing the things that you want in your life to you. You're not going after them. You're drawing and bringing everything that you desire right to you, using the power of your mind. When you magnetize yourself for what you want, you can pull it to you like tug of war. But on the opposite side of that rope is disbelief. On the opposite side of that rope is the thoughts that the world mind produces. I can't. I can't have this. I won't be rich. I don't have enough money to be rich. I'm not smart enough, or I'm not good enough, or my skin color is this, or I'm not that, or I can't this, or I'll never that. Those are thoughts that you don't want to think, because those thoughts are going to destroy your dream. Those thoughts are going to ruin your manifestation. Those thoughts are going to keep you in poverty. So when you think oppositely of that, and when you see yourself having good financial success, when you see yourself having success in your business, when you see yourself having success in life, when you see yourself having success in all areas of your life, then you aren't poor, because you're remembering your abundance. And when you remember your abundance, God will give you access to it. And that's how you access your abundance, all simply by remembering. It's like turning on a light switch, and that energy will simply flow to you, and by you attracting everything that you desire. God wants you to have what you want to have. What you desires you, and you will be able to access it and manifest it by having an abundance mindset. Because once you realize that you're not poor, no matter where you're currently at financially, physically, whatever, okay, you aren't poor. Get